hagan de ahí. ¡Cuidado! Oh, el nuevo terremoto, weón. Oh,
At around 1:15 p.m. local time on June 6, 2025, a strong earthquake struck the northern region of Chile. According to the Chilean Seismological Service, the quake registered between 6.4 and 6.7 in magnitude and was centered near the town of Diego de Almagro, nestled in the vast Atacama Desert. The epicenter lay approximately 950 kilometers north of the capital, Santiago. Although the quake didn't trigger widespread devastation, it was powerful enough to rattle nerves, shake buildings, and disrupt daily life across multiple provinces. In the immediate aftermath, authorities reported no loss of life and, fortunately, injuries were avoided. But the tremor still caused notable disruptions. Power lines were affected, and over 20,000 residents experienced outages in the hours following the quake. Engineers worked rapidly to restore electricity, while emergency services surveyed infrastructure for potential damage. In several towns, including Copiapo and Chañaral, residents were temporarily evacuated from buildings as a precaution. There were reports of cracked walls, broken windows, and light damage to roads, but no major structural collapses. Locals described the earthquake as short but intense. It felt like the ground rolled beneath us for about 15 seconds, one resident told local media. In Diego de Almagro, where the shaking was strongest, shopkeepers rushed outside as shelves rattled and products toppled. But perhaps one of the most surreal moments was captured live on national television, when presidential candidate Carolina Toja was giving a media interview. As the quake began, cameras shook, and the candidate paused mid-sentence. Composed, she waited for the tremor to pass and later said, "It was strong, but thankfully, everyone around me is fine." The clip has since been widely shared on social media, with many applauding her calm demeanor. Chile is no stranger to seismic activity. Located along the Pacific Ring of Fire, the country experiences frequent earthquakes due to the collision between the Nazca and South American tectonic plates. This region in particular, the Atacama Desert, is known for deep geological faults that occasionally release tension in the form of significant quakes. In fact, Chile holds the record for the most powerful earthquake ever recorded, the 9.5 magnitude Valdivia quake in 1960. Though this latest tremor was far less intense, it served as another reminder of the country's seismic vulnerability. Chile's National Emergency Office, ONEMI, responded swiftly.
Sobre un terremoto, ¿no? Puro terremoto, mira.
Within minutes of the quake, monitoring systems were activated, emergency lines were opened, and damage assessments began. The Chilean Navy's Hydrographic and Oceanographic Service also confirmed early on that the earthquake did not pose a tsunami risk, which brought relief to coastal towns that had briefly feared the worst. Local municipalities worked alongside national agencies to check buildings for safety and assist anyone who felt unwell or distressed. Emergency protocols, developed through years of earthquake preparedness, helped ensure a fast and coordinated response. For many Chileans, the earthquake was frightening but not unfamiliar. "We've been trained to stay calm and wait until the shaking stops," said a teacher from Copiapo, who guided her students into an open courtyard as the quake struck.
Cuidado, cuidado. Cuidado. Cuidado, cuidado. Salgan de ahí.
Tranquilo, 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 tranquilo. Salga, 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 salga.
Others took to social media to share their experiences, often ending with the words, "Estamos bien," "We're okay." Despite the occasional fear, there was a collective sense of resilience. Community members checked in on elderly neighbors, schools practiced evacuation drills, and local radio stations kept people informed throughout the day. Thanks to advanced monitoring and rapid communication, it was quickly confirmed that the earthquake's characteristics did not meet the threshold for a tsunami warning. This was especially important in coastal cities like Caldera and Taltal, where past quakes have triggered devastating waves. Emergency alerts were issued more as a precaution and were soon lifted as the threat level dropped. Residents expressed relief, but also a renewed awareness of how crucial early warnings and preparedness systems are in a country like Chile. The Chilean government praised local authorities for their swift action. President Gabriel Boric tweeted shortly after the incident, assuring citizens that response teams were fully mobilized and that no widespread damage had been reported. Thanks for watching. If you found this update helpful, please consider subscribing and sharing this video.
Abre, 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 abre. ¿Qué esperaba? Dios mío. Esto es un terremoto, si no creo, yo creo. Toma, niño,